Well, did somebody call me?
Ah, well, good to see you. Looking well.
Thank you, Arlo.
It's me, Arlo. Oh, you've met me before.
Yeah, my cousin tells me about you.
Your cousin. You know, now that you mention it, there is a pink man in Elgato where I'm from.
I think that's my cousin.
Hi, I'm Arlo.
Are you from Elgato?
I'm from Elgato, Arlo from Elgato. I see you've heard of me, Arlo from Elgato. It rolls off the tongue. I like good lances.
Have you met my cousin?
I've met your cousin. I tell him I like good lances too.
I should talk to him more often. 1 second, let me just pick up the phone. Cousin, do you want to go bowling?
What did he say?
He didn't pick up. I just left a message.
Why did you put on an accent when you did that?
I don't know. It's a really weird thing. He never actually answers. We just leave each other messages. It's like we can't talk at the same time or something.
What, do you think he's just listening to it back in Elgato?
He probably is listening. I mean, I would say he's listening to it with Arlo because I know he loves doing that type of stuff with Arlo. But you're here.
Arlo, yes, I am Arlo.
Probably should have told him that you were here. He would have found that interesting.
I like good lances, but I'm holding a great saw. Anyway, what's hunting, good man?
Me, I'm hunting.
Oh, can I join you? Hunting well?
Yes, Arlo.
Excellent. Boom away. We are here for a tangentially related experience.
What is it? Gun lances?
Well, gun lances go boom, and this monster will also go boom, and therefore it's totally relevant. Cotton.
Well, I do like when things explode. I'm gonna eat some food now.
Did the food also explode? God damn.
That was spicy.
It's weird that we associate spice with explosions. Like, they're not related in any kind of way whatsoever.
I mean, people don't in general.
They do. Like the classic like cartoon, like Looney Tunes or something. They'll eat some spicy food and their head will like explode and steam come out their ears. You know, it's like the classic connotation.
The steam, yes. I've never seen a head explode from spicy food, though.
Well, what about the expression of here? Try this chili. It'll blow your head off. You know, that's a thing people say.
I've not heard that personally.
You don't say it'll blow your head off for like this is so spicy it'll blow your head off.
It'll blow your head off.
It'll blow your head off. Chili goes in, head explodes. Which in hindsight is a reason I shouldn't force feed people chilies because then they lose their heads. And
come on, Arlo.
Man, how are you still speaking? You know, that'd be really freaky. If you blew someone's head off and then they were still speaking out of their neck stump, and every time they said a word, there was like a little spurt of blood.
Well, it's just like when you cut a chicken's head off and it still just runs around for a while. Why do you find chickens funny?
Why do you find chickens funny? Why do you humor over this chicken?
These simple little birds, really?
Hello! Okay, wirebugs. Much easier to control than
Hello
wingdrakes, it would seem. Okay, let me just come on down. There we go. All right, to the cap. Fantastic. Cottonicus. Summonicus.
Hi.
Works every time. So to expand the chicken, to expand on the chicken, the on is an important word there in that sentence. It very much changes a lot of the meaning. Whether you include
expanding chicken. Oh, I mean, that would blow a chicken up if you expanded it too much.
I guess, and blowing up a chicken would cause it to expand. In any case, what I was thinking is imagine the first person that cut off a chicken's head only to find it still run around for a while. Imagine how terrifyingly freaky that. Why did the camera?
Well, do you really think it was a person that did it first? It was probably like a tiger that just like bit off the head of a chicken, and then the chicken was fine.
Behold, Flaming Joe's.
No, Joe?
Which sounds a little bit like,
oh, Flamin' Joe's!
Yeah, like a little barbecue restaurant. I can't wait to get myself to Flamin' Joe's! It looks like Flamin' Joe has got himself to you.
What's happening is I was attached to his tail, and then he somehow started eating me.
So he does eat his tail!
I mean, I guess in a way.
Oh.
It's like how if you drink the same glass as someone else, it's like you kiss.
Oh my god.
Ow,
oh my lord.
ow,
Holy mother of God.
I'm drinking potions now, please.
Yeah, that's a drink potion moment, is what that is. That is a big drink potion moment.
Oh,
that would be a great name.
Basil Geese does not like
They
this.
call me James Drink Potion. That's amazing. Like, oh,
really?
Next time I make a character for D&D, my surname's gonna be Drink Potion.
I don't think that's a good one, though.
I think it's amazing. Imagine me called Drink Potion.
Fucking Drink Potion. It's not even. It doesn't even sound like a real name. It's just two words you put together.
Hey, an actual surname is Drink Water. So I mean, it's not like it's crazy.
If by an actual surname you mean another person who put two words together.
Oh, this Deviljho looks incredible, by the way. Like,
he's got,
actually
like,
has,
Val-Hazak scales.
Yeah, he's got, like, burnt patches of skin. Like, he's blackened. Like, the fire is actually affecting him, which is very
looks
cool.
Like he's almost a little bit armored.
You know what else is very cool? This Gold Beard Cedius greatsword that I have.
Cedius?
I really was struggling on the word beard, but I forced myself to get through it.
Oh, beard!
Beard! Okay, did it. No!
You're pinned down.
God damn it. But yeah, first person who cuts the head off a chicken and it runs round, you are not forgetting that experience.
I don't think anyone else is either. You'd probably tell other people about it, like...
And they wouldn't believe you.
Oh my god!
Right?
Yeah, and then you'd be like, no, give me your chicken. Let me cut the head off your chicken. I'll show you.
Damn it, don't cut the head off my chicken!
It's my chicken. I wanted to have a head.
I need my head on a chicken.
This is an egg-laying hen.
Who'd win in a race, a headless chicken or a headless cockroach?
Probably a headless chicken because it's bigger and can cover more ground.
Ah, but a headless chicken runs in circles, whereas a headless cockroach can act normally for a while, so that may give it an advantage.
A headless chicken will run in whatever direction it feels like. It doesn't need to be circle.
It's such a grisly expression when you look at the origin and be like, oh, look at you running around like a headless chicken. It's like, wow, you compare me to a decapitated animal?
And the fact that it's running?
Like, that's the worst part. You know how I feel about running. Don't imply that I've been running.
I would never do that, and it's just truly heartbreaking that you would assume I would.
Also, is it just me, or is decapitated, like as a word, quite a choppy word?
I'm on this wing drake. Don't mind me.
Why are you on this?
Well, it was safer than not being, apparently.
But now you're off it. It didn't take you anywhere? What? I'm so confused by what you just did.
Well, that's what the wing drakes do. You can just hook onto them sometimes.
Normally they take you to, like, another place, and...
It just took me away from the attack. It was my dodge wing drake.
My dodge wing drake. Oh, I just threw myself on the ground.
Which also is a wing drake brand in the real world. Dodge wing drake.
That's a great character name.
That is a
it's
good,
me,
yeah,
Dodge Wingdrake.
It's me, Dodge Wingdrake.
Like a secret agent Wingdrake. I think that's his surname. I'm not saying make a Wingdrake a secret agent.
I was gonna say, if you're a secret agent and you make your name something like that, you're making yourself conspicuous.
Yeah, I guess that's a really good point, isn't it? Oh my god!
Pain, lots of pain.
So obviously, Dragon Joe, Default Joe. We've had Thunder Joe, we've had Water Joe, we've had Ice Joe. Now we've got Fire Joe. How's your Jonas feeling?
This one's pretty cool.
I guess that's not what it's trying to be, so that's probably quite an insult, I think.
I like it.
That's better. That is better. Where does it reflect on your Elemental Joe rankings?
I think Water is still my favorite just because Water's cool, but then I think he might be second.
Okay. See, the thing about me with the 5 Elemental Joes is I want to cast Paramelization and fuse them all together to make the 5-headed Joe, one for each element, and I can't do that.
Sorry, what are you casting?
Polymerization.
Caramelization?
So I'm not allowed to, and I really want to make 5-headed Dragon Joe, because it would be like really like...
The Hydreffel Joe.
The Hydreffel Joe, exactly. Which does sound like an allergic reaction. Hydreffel Joe! Hydreffel Joe! I love how burnt and messed up his skin is to reflect the flame, though.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's enjoying this experience any more than we are. Is calling him Joe too personal? I feel like it might be too personal. Like, we don't know him that well.
You're right. We should refer to him as Joseph.
We should refer to him as Joseph.
Devil Joseph.
Devil Joseph! A wild Devil Joseph has been spotted in the Elder's Recess. Are there any other monsters whose final syllable is the first syllable of a name? Because there needs to be other monsters whose final syllable is the first syllable of a name.
Seregios has Reggie in it, which is Reginald.
Kushalador Ralph.
Which is why I call him that. Maybe?
You seemed a little bit like... Very
more like, I mean, it would be more accurate to say Kushala or Raymond.
Kushala or Raymond. Yeah, Kushala or Raymond. Alstraxalor, that's not a name.
Straxalor, yes.
Straxalor! You know, we gotta represent the evil overlords watching, of course. You know, they just sat there in the dark robes like, they remembered me!
I just tried to activate this Vespoid like it was a Cutterfly from Rise for a second. And
sorry, but what would activating a Vespoid accomplish?
I don't know. I just saw it. It was just floating on the spot. And my mind was like, now I can get affinity. I think it would just drop paralytic liquid all over your face.
So what you're just saying is I instinctively tried to stab a Vespoid on the way past.
Well, yeah, but I didn't have the means.
Talking of walking and not doing it.
So we're talking the walk.
You know long lines?
Lines?
Long lines.
Like if I were to draw a line and it was just the whole page?
No, like queuing for things.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of this concept.
Come on now, I'm British. You should know what I mean when I say lines. There's only one line.
Well, no, you call it a queue. It was weird that you called it a line.
You know, like, you have to stay stood up and then shuffle forward and then wait and then shuffle forward. Like a long line, like a theme park for like a roller coaster or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I often thought, like, wouldn't it be a better idea to just have a slow, constantly moving conveyor belt? So once you get in the line, you just sit on it, and then everyone just gets slowly shuffled to the front.
Well, that's the thing is I was about to ask a question, and then I answered my own question in my head, and the question was going to be, how would you know the exact speed? But the answer is make it like the little, like when you go shopping, and they've got, and you're cashing out at the cashier, and they can turn it on and off, and there's like a little button that makes it move when, when you're ready for it.
The ride-up can have like a little button to on and off and bring people closer when it's ready. That would be out. See, is that not genius? Like that is genius.
So
a people's supermarket conveyor for queues. It's the like you're queuing to get into like a concert or a show or something. You know, the guy checking the tickets just presses a button, starts bringing people closer.
Yeah,
I realize
like it's not just like a convenience thing. It's also like it's like sometimes a line will move and then someone won't realize, like they'll be looking the other direction, they just won't go.
Yeah,
it's like no,
exactly.
No, you go.
I mean, granted, it does feel dangerously the Humans from WALL-E-esque, but I'm sure we can manage it.
Well, no, because you'd still be standing. Well, I mean, in theory, you could sit.
Actually, no. I guess if you were standing and it started suddenly, everyone might just fall over. It might actually cause a lot of carnage. Okay, you just have to have seats that automatically move along like a panel on the wall.
Okay, now it's Wall-E.
Now it's Wall-E, and the seats slowly get towards the front. You know, and once you've entered the queue, you just sat down and you just wait to turn up at the front.
Oh my god, that does so much damage. I can't. I was at low health before it started, and I couldn't stay on the ground long enough to not die.
Literally. I died after standing up after a Superman dive that dived through the big explosion.
Wait, did you get sent to a different camp than me?
Did we die in the same zone but at opposite ends such that it decided a different camp was better for both of us?
Yes, that is precisely what happened.
What are the chances of that actually happening? That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
I don't think that's ever happened. Limp?
Limp.
Cousin, your Joe has gone limp.
Oh, mate, our pickle has gone limp.
Our pickle has gone limp. I swear this never happened.
Oh, look, 3 cutterflies. Why were there just 3 Vespoids in a line?
I mean, they kind of became cutterflies, if you know what I mean. I want some alone time with your tail meat.
Ow.
Oh, God.
I mean, on the bright side, if you finish this mount, we're definitely going to kill him in the down period.
There you go.
Thank you.
Die! Wow, you actually weren't lying at all. That was... Okay.
No, I know my Joe weaknesses. Look at all the exposed skin.
That to be fair, that was there from the start.
Oh, you're right. That's just how he started.
That it was how he started. I'm gonna carve me some cotton.
No.
No, come back. I was carving cotton.
Fine.
Fine. You could just so brutal.
You got to choose where you get your carbs carefully.
You do. We just
really... make sure you bring it back to my cousin in Elgato, Arlo.
Because I am Arlo from Elgato. All right, cousin Cotton. Where are we?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I'm new to these parts because I'm Arlo from Elgato.
Also, you're not my cousin.
No, you're Cotton's cousin. That's why I called you Cousin Cotton.
Oh shit!
What?
Our boat's gone.
The boat's gone?
There's normally a boat. I was gonna take you the scenic route. The cut scenic route?
Just you and Arlo paddling down the river.
A little gondola. with an Italian man singing
out Italian love song. Ah, well. Actually, you know, now that I think about it, flying a wing drake through this tunnel seems incredibly dangerous for both the wing drake and you.
Yeah, it could easily just impale itself accidentally.
Yeah, impale you, impale it, impale both of you. Like, it just... I mean, it requires some precision flying.
Well, we're here.
Welcome to the nest. We've defeated him once. We've pushed him back. He wasn't a real corpse, you see, all this time.
Fake corpse.
Fake corpse time.
Fake corpse, Deviljho.
Get your fake corpses here.
It seems like a really weird thing for anyone to ever purchase.
It does, unless you're decorating a Halloween party.
I mean, I guess also if you're faking your own death, maybe you want a fake corpse of yourself.
Oh yeah, real fake corpse. I mean, what would a real fake corpse be?
You make it from someone else's corpse?
Sorry, how do you make a corpse from a corpse?
I don't know, just shuffle some bits around.
Just Frankenstein it up, you know, slap a price tag on it, job's a good one.
Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if you ever read this story when you were a kid. There's a kid's book where like this kid just stands on a shelf with a bunch of dolls in a department store, and then somebody buys them at the cash register, and then they actually get sold, and there's like this whole debacle about the fact like, hey, you can't buy that, that's my kid. It's like, well, they had a price tag and they were on the shelf.
Cotton,
I'm assuming you've not read this.
Did you get bought as a child?
Well, I just like wearing tags. They're all sticky and fun.
I felt like you were telling a story more than from a memory more than anything there, I'll be honest with you. And I'm a little bit scared and I feel a little bit sorry.
Well, I'm here now. Isn't that what matters?
So who won in the end?
Oh, the buyer, because the customer's always right.
I imagine retail workers everywhere curse the name of whoever came up with customer is always right.
Well, the thing is, it's also not true, and you don't have to listen to that.
It's not. Customers most of the time are absolute morons.
And sometimes you have to tell them that they are. Like, usually only if you're a manager do you get that lovely courtesy. But sometimes you do have to tell them.
I do not miss the time I spent as a waiter as a teenager. My least favorite
moments. I did a lot of, like... I did a few different types of lower level retail-ish jobs, but none of them where I was customer facing. I managed to avoid that.
None of them was customer facing. I would always talk to them with my back to them. That way, I never had to properly see them.
Like I've worked in a kitchen, not in the front side of things. I've unloaded trucks in a department store, you know, like I wasn't actually out there. But the thing is,
I don't think you were supposed to like unload them in the middle of the shop.
Well, no.
The warehouse is where you wanted.
No, there's the backside of the place had the little door that you open and the truck backs up, you know.
So the thing is, this mystical
the problem
place.
with that,
there's a little door, and through it is this land of boxes.
But the only problem I had with the whole Boxland thing was the room where you're allowed to like change your uniform and stuff, like the actual like break room in the place where you'd leave, is on the opposite side of the store from the place where you unload the trucks. So I would have to like help the customers sometimes, and I would know nothing about what they wanted to know because I wasn't an actual like I wasn't a salesman of any kind. I was just like I like it was part of my job to help them as much as I could, and I just was always struggling.
Like help them change.
No, it's stuff like, hey, do you know where this kind of light bulb is and what aisle it is and how much the voltage is? And I'm just like, do you want me to get you a toilet?
Okay, that just feels like even common sense failed you at that moment. Also,
like,
I don't know
what a light bulb is.
Why was that your like annoying customer voice? I feel like there's a lot to dig into there.
It was just my go-to. I need a voice that isn't mine, and I don't have time to prepare it.
Sorry, your surprise on the spot voice is slightly hillbilly.
Yeah, it's an easy one to pull out.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of quite stereotypical voices like that, whereas England really kind of only has the one, you know?
Well, to other places, yes. To people who live in England, there's tons of stereotypical accents.
No, obviously in England there's lots of stereotypes, like the damn... I'm not going to finish the sentence because I don't want to offend an entire group of people. So we'll just, we'll leave that hanging. We'll leave that hanging
I was
there.
waiting for it. Wanted to see how much you were going to commit.
No, we'll go with the damn Yorkshireman. That's the one. I can say that because I'm one of them.
Well, the thing is, I think America probably has, like, the greatest amount of different accents, but it's also, like, every state is basically its own country.
I think that's probably still England, especially per land space. Like, you can travel about 30 miles and get, like, 5 different distinct dialects.
Yeah, but that's because England is tiny and overpacked with humans.
Not that I think I have a Yorkshire accent. Like, I don't think I speak like that. But maybe I do. Who knows? From Yorkshire. Do I sound like that? I don't think I sound... Do I sound like that?
I mean, I'll be real with you. I live here now as well, and I have heard much thicker accents than yours, including some that I have no
Really? See, I don't hear it that often.
Well, I see. There's some that I literally cannot comprehend what they are trying to say to me. It's just like, yes, whatever you want, just take my money.
For God's sake! I can't do Scouse.
I've always thought the Scouse one was funny.
Well, you just have to have like a lot of like you're. Like in your voice, but I can't speak while doing it.
There's also a number of English accents.
Like Liverpool, like you have a really loose jaw.
Well, it's one of those accents where like everything sounds like a question.
The thing is, there isn't a single place in England where you can't get a stereotypically negative accent. Everyone everywhere in England will think where you're from in England has an awful accent.
If you ask me, I would say I am very, like, accent neutral, but I have no idea.
I think I'm quite accent neutral as well.
I would say definitely compared to a lot of English people, you're very accent neutral to me.
I don't think you sound Canadian, but I don't think Canadian's really a strong accent. Honestly.
Well, there's also, like, Canada doesn't have a massive amount of
I feel like you'd have to
accents.
speak like a full-on like Mountie to get someone to register you as Canadian.
Oh yeah, I mean I can do that if I wanted to.
Yeah, like that kind of. But I don't think surely people that really speak. Like that.
No, some people do. It's the thing is, it's like Canada is a very, very massive country with very, like, individualized sects of large personality groups. Like, the actually, like, populated areas are very far from each other for the most part. So there's actually some very different accents between them as a result.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, to be fair, I guess every country has that, but you only really know about it if you're from that country. Like, to anyone not living in French, there's just the French accent. Whereas to a French person, there'll probably be about 15 different French accents.
Yeah, I think part of that is because French people also hear other French people speaking French, and they can tell the difference then, especially.
Yes,
like, yes, your French accent on the English
Then
language.
again, I get it might be, again, because it's the one that I know, and obviously English, but I do think most people would be able to tell the difference between, like, someone speaking, like, Cockney and someone speaking, like, up north. I think they would probably be able to tell a distinct difference in the way
you can tell the difference. They might not be able to, like, say what it is, but they can tell it's different, for sure.
But maybe I would also be able to do that if I got, like, an extreme southern and northern French speaker next to each other. Maybe I'd be like, oh, yeah, they do sound different.
Maybe.
And then Irish I can't do, so I'm not even going to embarrass myself on that one.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm fine with embarrassing myself. I'm less fine with making an entire country mad.
Well, all of these are stereotypical extreme accents. Like, none of them, like, very few of anything we talked about people actually sound and speak like. So I guess it's okay on that.
Well, that's the thing is, the stereotypical accent came from someone. There has to be someone who sounds like that, even if it's not common.
God, he is intense.
Yeah, it's taking a lot of brain power to survive right now.
Well, I just broke his face with a shoulder tackle, so that's nice.
I think I broke his face by smacking it with a big hammer, personally.
Honestly,
I just think if we had to like weigh it against each other, you're like 80 damage shoulder tackle against my big, massive jumping hammer strike.
It happened the frame I connected, all right? Either we hit him at the exact same time, or it was my shoulder.
Yeah, I think.
And if we hit him at the exact same time, there's no way of knowing which one it was.
Well, I mean, you can definitely make inferences based on the amounts of you know, pain it would cause him.
What about the pain it would cause me, Arlo from Elgato?
Oh, I'm sorry, Arlo. I can't help you. Arlo, do you have agitator? I know it's not used as often there.
Cousin Cuttin would cousin Cuttin would help me. Cousin Cuttin.
Always cut your costs.
Hey, there we go.
Who's under that one too?
Sorry, that's what happens when the Fonz plays Monster Hunter and he gets a rock drop.
Well, the Fonz just knocks his fist against the wall and then the rock drops.
That is true. No, he just knocks his fist against the monster and he's already completed the quest.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, it's over.
You're fine. Just live. Oh, I gave you one piece of advice. It was one piece of
pressure on me, man. What the hell? I couldn't do it.
It was just such a simple, followable chain of advice.
Oh. I mean, we're only a minute away from our last time. He mustn't have had lots in the tank.
I can't imagine so. We wouldn't have seen him limp.
Alright then, guys, that is a show, Blaze Deviljho, and thus the 5 Elemental Joes have been slain! Or have they? For now, though, like if you've enjoyed this, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. Consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, a goodbye.
Goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.